Hi, my name is William Gilliespi. I am a former Biggest Loser resort guest. I was here over a year ago. A friend and I were attending a local at-work Weight Watchers clinic, and someone said, you know, you guys should go to the Biggest Loser resort. It's right here in Malibu, and you guys are perfect candidates for it. And we looked into it. We found a time that worked for us, and we said, you know what, let's go do it. And we came to Malibu on a Sunday morning. Didn't know what we were getting into. Pretty much how we go about most things, and we got the best piece of advice the day we walked in the door. A guy named Brian said, do whatever they tell you. That was just our motto for all 7 days, and whatever they told us to do, we did, and we tried our hardest to do it, and listened to everything they told us to do. And that was the two things that have probably impacted my stay here the most. I spent most of my life overweight and not physical. I was very active in sports, but I wasn't a runner. I didn't have that endurance. My stay here, the first 3 hours of your day after doing stretch was taking yourself onto these tremendous heights where you'd climb elevations of 1,700 feet, and every time you turned a corner and you were hoping that it would start down, it would continue, the switchback would go uphill again. It really impacted me and showed that I could stretch myself. We'd get to the cardio classes in the afternoon, and I would keep getting asked to get on the treadmill, and I would shy away to the bike, and finally the last couple days I got on the treadmill and I would take it to a run. I would succeed, not in any type of racing state, but I would be able to run for a certain distance, and it just let me know that I could do it. And I took that, and I left here, and I just kept trying and kept pacing myself to the point where last weekend I did a 10-mile race. It just showed me that the first 42 years of your life doesn't mean that everything you accomplished. You can still keep going and keep striving and keep improving yourself. So I arrived at the ranch at 305 pounds. I left the ranch at 294. And then since then I've lost 96 pounds. So I'm down to 198 pounds. It came about, and it's just not through the physical activity. When you think of the Biggest Loser resort, you think of the television show where you're constantly being active. That's very important, but I think the success that I took away from coming here and staying here was the things I learned in the classroom about how to eat, how to shop, to remember that I'm not dieting, I'm living. Jessica was very good about showing portions and how to balance your meal. And so you love a plate of pasta, well, look what happens if I take away 3/4 of that pasta. You still get your pasta that you like, but let's replace it with a vegetable and some protein, and look, we've cut the calories more than in half, but we still have a big full plate of food. It's just put better food into your body. It pays off. Every day on my desk at work sits a basket of apples and bananas that I restock on Monday, and it's easier to grab that, and it's right there, and it's make it accessible, make a plan, be ready, and put the right foods. And it sounds simple, but I think maybe because you're exhausted from doing all this activity, you're not going to fight their words, and you absorb what they tell you. And I left here and I actually live it now, so it's important. Over the course of the last year, I've participated in triathlon. It's what I choose to do to train continually to exercise. I've also added a half marathon, a 10-mile race, and a bunch of 5Ks and 10Ks along the way. It's just been a great, enjoyable addition to my life, and it's fun because my family's incorporated it, and the friendships that I've gained in that community. It all stemmed from learning that you can push yourself, and that what you walk today, you can jog tomorrow and run the day after and sprint after that. You can't look at 150 pounds later. You have to look at it at the 2 pounds a week marathon that your life really is. And I didn't put 150 pounds on in 5 days. I'm not going to take it off in 5 days. And it's been that march that has just made me so much happier with myself.